Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another Saturday Somm-things with Mats. Hi, I'm Mats, and winter is here with a vengeance. 16 weeks too early, too much snow, but that's okay because we live in Colorado, we can adapt. And today I have a very special guest, her first time at the table. Her name is Kim Tafoya, and she works with Sir David Imports. And today it's all about Moldova, that little Eastern European country that I'll explain later. But today it's Kim's show. So before I go on and with these tasty wines, just to remind our viewers and our listeners, today we have an Old Forester bourbon tasting at the wine desk from 3 until 4. And if anybody has any questions during this podcast, please pipe in, ask away, and just, have fun, relax. So Kim, welcome to the table.
Thank
It's your
you.
first time, so let's hear all about Moldova.
Awesome.
Okay.
So a lot of people may not realize that Moldova is one of the largest wine producing regions of the world. They're the 11th largest wine producing region. And they're a very small country between Ukraine and Romania. And they gained independence from Russia in 1991. They have been making wine, they say, for about 7,000 years. So they have a little bit of experience in making wine.
Just a little.
Just a little. And when, of course, the Romans occupied them, they brought some of their winemaking techniques, which then perfected the reputation of Moldovan wine.
Okay.
So the particular wines we're going to do today are from Chateau Bartoli, and then we're also going to do a brandy from Quevent.
Fantastic.
Like I said, they have 128,000 hectares.
Wow.
Which is 1 hectare is about half an acre. So when you think about it, it's the most highly dense vineyards in the world.
Okay.
And geographically, it's comparable to Bordeaux. So a lot of their wines are similar to Bordeaux varietals, and some are unique to their area.
Let's start with the first one, the white.
Okay, so the first one is called Fetiesca Regali. It's from Chateau Bartoli. It's a hybrid between a grape called Fetiesca Alba, which Fetiesca means maiden, and a grape called Grassa. So
A little princess.
A little princess,
Yeah.
maiden princess, yes.
Uh-huh.
So predominantly these varietals came from Romania and the area in Georgia and Moldova. So the totem is, when you get it off the nose, I get jasmine right away.
Jasmine, gardenia, a little bit of grapefruit. It's almost reminiscent of a Sauv Blanc.
It is, what I would put it on par with is a Torrontés from Argentina.
Argentina,
Yeah.
sure. It has that kick, that bite, that little backbone.
Right, yeah. And it's just extremely refreshing, very easy to drink.
Crisp, dry. You could pair this with a chef salad. You could pair this with fried chicken. Something, you don't overthink it, is what I'm trying to say, because it's meant to be a relaxing, fun table wine.
You could do angel hair pasta with shrimp.
Sure.
That'd be super easy. And so on the palate, you get a little bit of citrus.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of
Kiwi, lemon, lime zest.
lemon lime, for sure.
It's almost tropical
Yeah.
without
Yeah,
being
cheers.
too tropical. Oops. Oops. Wow. Okay. The first red.
First red we're looking at is Chateau Bartoli Pinot Noir.
Okay.
And I'm going to be a little technical for you a little bit.
Well, let our,
Just
our
briefly.
audience know.
So a lot of people talk about how Pinot Noir is so much lighter than, say, Cabernet or Merlot. And that's because of the wine processing techniques. So when they process a Pinot Noir, they only process it with the skins. So that's why you get that fruitier, juicy flavor and not as much tannin. Whereas like with a Cabernet, Merlot, or Syrah, they process it with the skins, the seeds, and the stems. And that's why you get that tannin and that drying factor. So Pinot Noir is super juicy. Things that would go great with Pinot Noir, your turkey table.
Sure.
It's really, really nice because the turkey is a little drier and the Pinot is juicy. And so the Pinot causes you to salivate, and then when you eat the turkey, it blends very well.
So in other words, it's balanced.
Yes.
That's what you're trying to say.
And then Pinot Noir is also good, one of the only ones that is great with salmon.
Okay.
So with a red wine with a seafood is Pinot Noir.
And you could even put a slight chill on this because it is a Pinot, and the flavors would almost pop and burst because it has another underlying dynamic of flavor. And once it's a little bit chilly, it's a different animal, and that's okay because there are no right or wrong reasons when it comes to tasting wines.
Right.
Which leads us to wine number 3, the big boy.
Cabernet Sauvignon, and we just discussed Cabernet Sauvignon is produced worldwide. I don't know what their number one production. I'm thinking Cabernet Merlot is probably their largest produced varietal.
In Moldova.
In Moldova.
Okay. Just to be sure.
Yeah. So it's got a little bit of a tannin structure to it. It's got like a dark fruit, like a dark blackberry, maybe.
Cassis, blueberry, black pepper, black raspberry. It has all of that going on, but it's still a little fruit forward.
It is.
It's not your typical California Cabernet or anything that might come from Australia.
Right.
It's not that big.
No.
But it's still flavorful
It's meant
tasty.
It's meant for you got your pizza and you want a wine on
like that.
Tuesday evening.
Yeah.
So Chateau Bartoli offers one of the most affordable wine options out there. So you're making a pizza, you're getting a hamburger, you want a glass of wine.
Sure.
You don't have to blow the budget by
Right.
getting a great bottle of wine to go with it.
And as always, Miss Sheila already has them on sale.
Yes.
So we're, ahead of the curve. And this is just so different and unique. Truth be told, my first time trying these, and everybody can come into Argonaut and discover them just like I am right now. And that takes us to the final, not wine, but a little bit of brandy. Kim, tell us about the Kvint.
So Kvint was established in 1897. So they've been around a little bit too, making that. So brandy is wine-based. And what they do is they take the wine and they process it like they would any other brandy, and they make it into a product that's called eau de vie. And they take the eau de vie and they put it in barrels and they age it in the barrels. So the VS is 3 years old. Brandy is fantastic for winter days like today.
Thank you. Even though it's the beginning of November,
Right.
it just fell upon us.
Right. Or if you're going camping and you want to sit around the campfire.
Sure.
So it's really great for drinking neat or by itself. Or I like to make cocktails with it. I could do like an old fashioned. There's also
old-fashioned,
cream
sure.
liqueurs that you could do that you can add it to it. So you're going to get. It's 40% or 80
proof.
80 proof.
Right.
So it's not overwhelming, but it's.
It has a kick. It has a bite. We're not going to lie. It's aged 3 years, which is amazing because it is so affordable.
It is.
Absolutely. And it's just another great product from Moldova. Who knew?
Right. And then they also carry, which we didn't bring up here, but they have a kosher brandy for those of you who are looking for kosher products. And that's here in Argonaut as well.
I love the nose because it's so tangy and elegant.
And you almost get like a
brandy.
sweetness, but you don't necessarily get the sweetness that the alcohol does it. But that's what the process of making brandy or cognac is.
And if you're thinking about Thanksgiving, this would be a great after dinner, sitting around the fire, a little bit of cognac brandy in these cutie patootie little glasses for yourself and your family to just, relax and enjoy.
Or if you want to kick your gravy up a notch, throw a little bit of Kvint brandy in there, and it's going to bring around the flavor to really, really make it really good.
Yeah, that's great. So Kim, thank you so much for introducing us to Moldova, that far, far away Eastern European country that have amazing products and great wines and obviously brandy. So thank you again, and cheers to you and everybody.
Holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody out there watching. Stay warm and come into Argonaut and discover these wines. Thanks.
Thank you.